Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation about our research on using LiveWorksheets to design a self-assessment system for Chinese learner. This proposal is aimed for the elementary students of Chinese to help them improve their learning skill, their Chinese also. So we are going to have a look at the contents. The first section we're going to have introduction. The second one we talk about theoretical basics. The third one we discuss about the methodology, how we conduct this study, and the fourth one we talk about the survey result when we apply this live worksheet to students, and then finally we have some brief conclusion about this. So let's have a look at section 1, introduction. So as we know, testing and assessments is a comparison of the knowledge and skills from in learners with the origin, training, and the objectives of teachings based on the analysis of result obtained in the learning process. So we also know that testing and evaluations have learners know which areas of knowledge and skill need to be improved and what still be weak or having issue. It is considered is a very important part of a learning process. So that's why we must pay attention more from very beginning as well throughout the teaching and learning process. In the teaching Chinese process, we also need to pay attention about this. The assessment of student academic performance is carried out through the assessment process. The process assessment include in the classroom exercise, including it also include the home exercise, the assignment, the midterm test, and the projects, many etc. With this kind of approach, we would propose to build a self-assessment system consisting of the listening skill, reading skill, writing skill on the LiveWorksheet platform to pay more attention about this testing and evaluation. We are going to have a look at section 2, theoretical basis. Uh, we based on three main points of this study to conduct our proposal. The first one we based on the platform live worksheet. The second one is about a testing review and how to practice Chinese, and the third one is about the new technology, the new trend of technology. So these three main point is a three main basic to have to be a foundation for us to conduct research. The first one about live worksheet. So as we know, live worksheets allows you to transform on your traditional printable worksheets. Is for example, wording document, uh, uh, PDF or JPEG documents, or even Excel document. So everything we can turn into an interactive online exercise with self-correction. So we can call it interactive worksheets. So LiveWorksheet is also a tool which allows teachers to create interactive worksheets for their students. The teacher can upload traditional print worksheet into PDF or asset or even Word documents, and can then transform these into interactive exercise using different formats such as multiple choice, drag and drop, or join the arrows, which can include audios and video if necessary. And even more, live worksheets are interactive worksheet that save paper, ink, and time, and sometimes very funny to complete. Teachers can create an account to go to the website and upload their worksheet. Student can enter the answer choice online. And here we have, here we have the UI, the interface of LiveWorksheet. This is the website LiveWorksheet. So when we first access, is something like this. Okay, the second point of theoretical basis, we base on the testing and how to improve, how to practice Chinese. So Chinese is also a language. So we have the language skill. So we base on the test exercise, uh, including the skill for improving Chinese. So it is including reading skill, speaking skill, listening skill, and writing skill. So as we know that reading skill, student will read a passage to do exercise related to the content of that reading. And for listening skill, student will listen to a conversation, perform exercise such as filling in words, completing sentences, or listening to through our phones. And writing skill, student will have answer questions or write a short paragraph to describe or to express their some idea about a topic, a certain topic given by the teachers. And finally, we have speaking skills. Speaking skill, normally we know that a teacher will ask directly questions and student need to answer that. But some kind we can conduct in another way that we ask student to tell us a story, something like that. And this must be done directly with the teachers and student in the classroom, so that teacher can assess whether the students speak well or not. The third base we are based on is about the new trend, new technology trend. So today we know that this is the the fourth technology era. Learning language is also easier for everyone. We have a lot of application to help us learning, uh, especially in Chinese in language learning. and and we also know that uh, the testings or the evaluation we can do by our online system, or even some tool, some platform, or some apps. uh, so right here we have a lot of the kind of these things. It can be a very effective system for teachers, for students, to help us in learning and teaching progress. So right here, we just list some very famous one platform and apps to help us to improve the teaching and learning progress. So let's have a look at part 3 about the methodology of our proposal. So first of all, we base on how we conduct the skill to teach the student, or to give the student assignment or the homework. So they include four-man skill, listening skill, reading skill, speaking skill, and writing skill. And then we combine with the material we already have, that the existing set tests, the exam, the vocabularies, the grammars, the images, the sounds, the idioms, blah blah, or many things related to our lessons, our exercise. And then we combine it together, and we edit our exam, our test using the live worksheet. And we can build a self-assessment system. This is a methodology to conduct our proposal. First of all, we focus on listening skill. Uh, so we can transform all our traditional skill listening test onto the live worksheet. So we can easily see that we have a button here, and the button can help us to have the student to play the sound. And LiveWorksheet also can help us to limit the times, how many times you can listen to the media. And after that, we can have a select that true or false or right or wrong or whatever, what kind of questions we want to. So we can configure everything here as what we want. For reading skill, this is a very easy part when we use the LiveWorksheet, because everything is on wording and text. So you can see that you can put everything just text, and you just copy and paste on LiveWorksheet, and you just edit it. So you have multi-choice questions. You can select the best answer for that, or even multi-choice. You can also select two right answer for each questions. This can be supported by LiveWorksheet, and many kind of others kind of reading skill also can be supported by LiveWorksheet. It's easy to for teachers to edit these kind of things. And for speaking skill, we can also have some edit the test like this, that we have maybe something like a topic, and then the student will say their they will speak what they need to speak, and then it will record, the system will record, yeah, their sound, and then after that the teacher can log in and can hear again, and then can assess the student speaking. So this is very exciting for us, but it's a bit difficult for us to use to be familiar with. And for writing skill is also something like reading skill, but it's more about input the data, input the text. So we just edit the text what we want, about the topic, about the questions, and just ask the student to write down to input their answer. And even you can use media, a MP3 file, and then you just ask them to fill after that, input the data, what they hear or what they have heard about the audio. And about a self-assessment system. So with these kind of tests, online tests, so student can do it themselves, and then we can develop a self-assessment system for students to self-assess their own ability, their own skill, to help them to recognize what they are, what level they are in. Yeah. So about self-assessment system, uh, it helps learner to have more specific view of what they have learned, how much they have progressed, and where they need to try harder. Learner can accept their own learning result, even though that they have achieved the result or not. Become more confident about what they can do, practice self-study. And self-assessment system also helps learners to recognize the shortcomings and of their knowledge or skill, thereby developing the necessary skill and competence in independent learning. It will make the most effective of learning opportunities for to meet their own learning needs. And especially the online self-assessment system has applied the advancement of smart digital technology to create the suitable learning methods for learners, friend assignment for the subject for our Chinese, and step-by-step orient and form the learner lifelong learning habits. This is a very important part of our proposal. And here come the result. With our approach, we test with the class, two class at Ho Chi Minh City University of Education with the elementary Chinese major, and we after that we conduct the investigation of learners. We surveyed them, and we use answer and questions based on the Likert scale. Here are 7 questions to use for surveying students, and we use the scale of 5 uh, uh, based on Likert scale. The first one about you are satisfied with the online live worksheet test with the existing design, and for the set until the 7 is about live worksheet learning efficiency evaluation system is reasonable and attractive. And as what we see for questions 1, you are satisfied with the online live worksheet test with existing design. So most of the students they are agree at 5 level and 4 level, and just only one student disagree, and this quite okay, and this means that it can help the student, can motivate the student about the design of the worksheet, live worksheet. For questions 2, as we can see that the content of live worksheet test is intuitive, vivid, and accurate. So most of them select number 3, number 4, and number 5, means that all live worksheet tests are really good for them. About question 3, the live worksheet tests are reasonable and scientific. So most of the students agree with this, but only 3 disagree. For question 4, LiveWorksheets test improve learning Chinese. In this test, 50% more, not more 50%, more than 50% of students join the survey, agree with us, strongly agree with us. We can also see that there is no one select that disagree or strongly disagree. For questions 5, about the interface of LiveWorksheet test is easy to use, simple to operate and optimize. So this means that mm, they easily to use, student easily to use. Just only a few students they don't have much experience about computer, so they have some trouble to use. So we can see that one student select strongly this array, and 2 and 3 students select this array. Questions 6 about the convenient online live worksheet test means that the test can be tested anywhere and interact multimedia and can be used anytime. So this is about the convenience. So absolutely no one disagree about this. So question 7, LiveWorksheet learning efficiency evaluation system is reasonable and attractive. So no one disagree and strongly disagree. So 51% agree, strongly agree that LiveWorksheet is reasonable and attractive. With the result, the survey result, we can see that our live worksheet and our proposal is really potential for us to improve uh, the learning and teaching progress. So we can see that in fact at the universities today, most of the subjects or courses have learning requirements. Naturally, assessing student learning ability has not been yet paid attention more and more enough, and therefore we hope to build this online assessment system using language sheet that help learners as well as teachers can have additional useful learning and teaching support channel. The system can help students self-study more easily, more vividly, and make students interested in learning. Regarding teachers will have will save more time in student assessment, and this also can lead to a very great point that student will have a lifelong learning habits. This is uh, our main main direction of education today. So uh, we would like to express our big appreciation to the institution, Ho Chi Minh City University of Education and Ho Chi Minh City University of Open University, and the and And also we want to show our great appreciation to the teachers and the staff of the two schools, and even the student who joined the survey to help us to conduct the proposal. And here in me, I am here and I am from Ho Chi Minh City Open University, and I am a lecturer of IT and also Chinese and education. And the second one author is my college. She's my co-researcher. So she is the uh, lecturer of Chinese education. She is the head of department of teaching methodology for the faculty of Chinese Ho Chi Minh City University of Education. And this is the end of my presentation about our proposal. So thank you for watching and attention.